I'm out here shiner fishing this morning on Lake Okeechobee. I'm get this thing squared away here, guys. I got a couple of rods now, and I got them down there. I got my mic today. Remember my mic. Put that on my hat. There we go. Oh, well, we got something going on here. Got one on already. Son, right off the bat. Shiner fishing on Lake Okeechobee, guys. Holy cow, Winnie, he swallowed that thing too. Boy, look how dark that thing is. Got him right in the tongue. Got him right in the tongue. Oh, Winnie, got him right in the tongue. Look how black those bass are here. Well, it wasn't out there very long. That was a good shiner. He sure did do a number on him. Get me another fresh one out of here. Get me a fresh one out of here, Winnie. He done a number on that one. Yep, old boo-boo happy hour, guys. I'm gonna try to. I got a dozen shiners. I'm gonna try to get a big one this morning. You know, I'd like to get a big mama. They're in here. If you can just get one to cooperate, you might say. All right. See if that'll happen again, Winnie. I wasn't out there very long. I mean, I just set the look back, and there he was. He was on her, buddy. He was on her. Like I said, though, that was a good shiner. That was pretty daggone good shiner. Good shiners make good guides, guys. I don't know where this one's at. Oh, there he is. I'll get down there where I hooked that last one there. See if there's another one in there. There we go. Ain't got no float on that one. I'm just kind of free spooling it. And see if I can get one. Kind of a dreary day here in South Florida on Lake Okeechobee, but I don't bother the fish. Fish will still hit. Won't they, Winnie dog? Winnie, you look like an old wet dog. You understand? You know where I'm coming from on that? Can you catch my drift? Yeah, if that shiner's out there working real good, it'll calm in. But if you get one out there, just don't hardly move around. And I try to give them. I put a little bit of ice in the live well and try to give them a little boost every morning. You know, I put fish alive in there, try to keep them alive. And they're pretty expensive. They're like $21, $22 a dozen. Yeah, he's a bouncing around good. That's good. Maybe he'll call one in there. He's moving that float pretty good down through there. Reminds me of fishing for big old flatheads up there on the higher river. He's getting ever close to them rocks. I better get him out of there. He'll get hung up. He's a wiggling. That one there was in about 15, 20 foot of water when he come up and grabbed it. We got some other action going on here, I think. Get back out there in the deep water, big guy. There we go. I'm using 20-pound test trialing big game. I like that big game. You can get it there at the shop. They got it. You went there and talked to Caleb, Boo Boo. see, they'll fix you up, you know. What do you say we just, ooh, look here, Pooh. These seats are supposed to let the water run through, but pretty wet. Pretty wet right there, Winnie. Wet, wet, wet. Yeah, my butt's already wet, so that ain't go. Uh-oh, we got a nice back up. Float went down, so, all right, there we go. What do you think, Winnie dog? We'll give her a try right here for a little bit. We don't do any good. We'll hit a couple other spots because, like I said, I only got about 7 or 8 shiners left. And we'll go up the lake, try some up there. I usually can catch 1 or 2 right here. I caught 1 here, and I lost 1 down there a little bit ago, but you know, they weren't giants. I like to get some of them big old mamas on there. 8, 9, 10 pounders. You don't have to lie about them. What do you think? What do you think about that, Winnie? Them 8, 10 pounders. You like to get some of them on there? Me too, big guy. Me too. You help me? Would you help me net it, buddy? Let's move this one around a little bit. Oh, there we go. Like he was in some rocks or something right there. He was hung up. Old shiner. He's swimming pretty good. They get down there, sometimes they gotta lay on bottom. You just pick up and kind of move it a little bit, and then you got one. There, he's moving around now. He's really moving. He ought to be attracting something. At least it's quit raining, Winnie. All right, Winnie dog. Let's throw her back over there and try it again. Give it just one more hee-haw here, and then we're going to move. What do you think? Try her one more time. Oh, that's a good shiner. If there's anything in there, I ought to hit him. I ought to hit him, Winnie. You know where I'm coming from, girl? Hmm? All right, Minnie's moving around pretty good. You ought to call one in. He's one close. Come on, big burro. Come up there and grab that. All these docks down through here hold fish. You can get down through here flipping these docks with a Senko or anything. And just the trick of it is it's not really swift. I mean, you don't need something real heavy. You just flip it in there and let it, you know, kind of float down. If there's anybody home, and there's a lot of fish caught down through there, good fish caught on frogs. You know, it's more or less over in the summertime. down along them right along them docks where a lot of them guys will come out there and they'll throw brush piles down, and for crappie and bluegill and cichlids, and then bass will come in there and feed on them cichlids and bluegill. Uh-oh, we got a float down, Winnie. We got a float down, buddy. We got a float down. We got a fish. If I can get it out of there, he is. Oh, God, that was a good fish. That was a good fish. I mean, when I hit him, I didn't even move him. You just ain't gonna catch them all, man. I'm sorry, but you ain't gonna catch them all. That was a good one. Good old good one. Of course, these shiners are pretty good size. It takes a pretty good fish to take them. We'll have to let them go just a little bit longer. And they're very lively too. They're daggone things. That's a plus. Ain't it, Winnie? That was about the same spot I hit that other one there a minute ago. Right in there. See if I can get him to come back. Get him to come back, Winnie. Get it right in there. See what's going on with this free liner here. Huh? I think you're going down on bottom there and laying down. I might have to put the float back on that one. Yeah, he's still a good shiner. Still swimming good. I'll put a float back on him. He's going to the bottom. Just laying there. Oh, Winnie dog. Oh, but Winnie, we got some action here. Trying to catch this one here out. I think I got one hitting here. He dropped it. He dropped it. He'll come back maybe. Get this one out there real quick. They're biting funky this morning. They're not swallowing. They're just barely hitting it. All right, put this one down there. See if I can get him to. Keep him up on top, huh, Winnie? We got an incoming here, Winnie, right straight up the canal. Just there he goes. And that one didn't come back. He grabbed it there for a minute, but he didn't come back, Winnie. Yeah, there's some current in here this morning. That one's going to drift right over into that other one. Not to move him in, Winnie Dog. Move him in here a little bit. A lot of times them shadows start moving up through here. You can see them really feeding on them, blowing up on them in these canals. Everybody says, well, how come you fish them canals so much? Well, I catch a lot of fish in them. A lot of times catch some big fish in them too. I mean, some good fish. And you don't have to contend with the wind and the rough water out there at times. You can just come in here and catch a few fish and have a good time, huh, Winnie? I don't see much swimming around behind me. Let's look ahead here and see what's going on. Here, right down there. I don't see a lot of fish here, do you, Winnie? Do we? I do not see a lot of fish right here. We'll try here for another few minutes, and if they don't start cooperating, we'll move her up, Maddie. Move her up a little bit, huh? What do you think? We're gonna have to eat hamburgers or hot dogs tonight if we don't catch a few more fish, ain't we? Because that don't bother you, does it? You like a hamburger or hot dog, don't you, Winnie? Okay, turn that off. Don't need that on. Swing us out there. Uh-oh, we got a float down, Winnie, finally. We finally got a float down. Let's see if they're not hitting very good, so I'm going to let him go for just a second. There. Oh, there's a big one. There's a good one. There's a good one. He's coming up. He's coming up. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. That's a good one, finally. Woo, son. That's a good one. Winnie, that is a good one. Shiner fishing on Lake Okeechobee, guys. I ain't got my net out here. I'm going to have to lip him. Oh, he just barely come up and took it. That's a good fish. Oh, that's a big bass. That is a big bass, my man. That's a big bass. Yee-haw, Winnie. We got a good one on here, big guy. We got a good one. You know what I'm saying, Winnie Dog? This is a pretty good one. I have to get that net out here. It's too late now, but hey, too late now. Too late now, Winnie Dog. There, we got a 5-pounder, guys. We got a 5-pounder. All right, come here. Let me get it. There's a 5-pounder. There's what was after. Anyway, there's a 5-pounder, guys. Lake Okeechobee stud. Of course, they get up 10, 12 pounds, but I'll take these right here any old day. He didn't fool with it. He grabbed it and went with it. Okay, see if I can get this hook out. But